Hey guys, it's Mrs. Cutting here. This is lesson 7, creating double number line diagrams. For this video, for this lesson, you're going to need your workbook on page 40 and a ruler. These are my fraction rulers, so they have a little bit of coloring on them. Please ignore that, and please treat them nicely and don't write on them. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start with 7.1, ordering on a number line. Locate and label the following numbers on the number line. You can use the ruler if you need to help you split that up. We're going to skip number 2. So, pause the video and do that first part with your talking partner, then come back to me. All right, we're back. So, the first thing that I want to do, and I'm actually going to not use a ruler, I'm just going to try to eyeball it. I want to figure out where the middle is. So halfway between 0 and 2, that's going to be 1. So I'm going to put that on there even though it didn't ask for it, because that's going to help me. Then 1/2 is halfway between 0 and 1. 1/4 is halfway between 0 and 1/2. 1 3/4, I'm going to skip that for a second. I'm going to come over to 1.5, which is also known as 1 1/2. So that's halfway between 1 and 2. Now I'm going to come back to my 1 3/4 and my 1.75, which are the same number, just in fraction and decimal form. And those are both going to be right here, halfway between 1.5 and 2. So 1 3/4, 1.75. Okay, so our next part is called Just a Little Green. The other day we made green water by mixing 5 milliliters of blue water with 15 milliliters of yellow water. We want to make a very small batch of the same shade of green water. We need to know how much yellow water to mix with only 1 milliliter of blue water. So you are going to do 1 through 5 with your talking partner. But something I want to point out, when you're drawing tick marks, you need to make sure that they're the same distance apart, or at least as close as you can get them, and that the top and the bottom line up. Okay, so with your talking partner, you're going to pause and answer questions 1 through 5. We're going to skip number 6. All right, we're back. On the number line for blue water, label the 4 tick marks shown. Well, if this is 5 and there's 4 spaces in between that, or 5 spaces, 4 tick marks, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, on the number line for yellow water, draw and label tick marks to show the amount of yellow water needed for each amount of blue water. Okay, so I am going to try to get my tick marks to line up. So this is going up by 1 each time. This is going, when I have 5 milliliters of blue water, I have 15 milliliters of yellow water. So I can try to figure out what it's hopping up by each time, or I can divide to figure it out. I can do 15 divided by 5, which gives me 3, and then just double check and make sure that that works. 3, 6, 9, 12. So this is going up by 3 each time. Okay, so how much yellow water should be used for 1 milliliter of blue water? Well, that's now right on my double number line, so that is 3 milliliters. How much yellow water should be used for 11 milliliters of blue water? Okay, well, 11 milliliters is going to be over here after 10. Oh, sorry, I hit my keyboard and it freaked out for a minute. Okay, so if this is 11, and this we were counting by 3s, after 30 is going to be 33. And how much yellow water should be used for 8 milliliters of blue water? Well, now I'm going to want to go back and draw on the rest of my tick marks. Excuse me. Each of these is about 1 centimeter long. And I'm just going to not use the ruler for the bottom. Okay, so this was going by 1, so this is 6, 7, 8, 9. This was going by 3, so 18, 21, 24, 27. So how much yellow water should be used for 8 milliliters of blue water? That is 24 milliliters. Okay, this is the end of part 1. So right after this, you're going to go into part 2.